Yo, 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 what up, everybody? This is episode 5 here, the Culture of Hoops podcast. I am your host, Jordan Grant, back again with another episode. If you guys haven't already, check out the episodes and everything in the podcast on Apple Podcasts right now. Just type in the Culture of Hoops podcast is the first one that comes up. Check out the first 4 episodes. A lot of good content on there, a lot of topics we discuss and everything, so be on the lookout for definitely more to come and all that. So as I mentioned too on my Instagram story and Facebook as well, we will be taking this to Spotify and Google Play in the coming weeks, so it will be available on all platforms for you to subscribe, leave a review, and rate, of course, and let me know your thoughts on the episodes thus far. So but again, all my social media still lowkey JG, Facebook Jordan Grant, Twitter, lowkey JG, Snapchat, all that. So follow me on those socials to stay in tune with what we have coming up here. Before I introduce my guest, also wanted to let you guys know and make you aware, we'll be doing a giveaway of some merchandise that I have for the show that will go in correlation with this episode. So more to come on that once we shoot this and edit it up. We'll be giving away some merch for you guys, and I'll let you know how you can win that and who will be selected to get that merchandise. So be on the lookout for that. But yeah, man. So really excited about this episode. As y'all can see, first episode that we are bringing video to the show. Big moves that shout out my boy Aaron came through with the equipment and everything. But yeah, looking forward to bringing a great episode to you guys. Have a lot to talk about when it comes to the sports stuff as well as music. So looking forward to diving in to these topics. But without further ado, man, want to introduce my guy Aaron Holman. Go back since I started at the Hawks in 2014. He had been there for a couple years already, grinding, moving his way up in the sales ranks there at the Hawks. So that's how we connected. It's my guy. Showed me the ropes, showed a lot of us the ropes, honestly, throughout our tenure at the Hawks, working in ticket sales. But I'll let him, and now he has other endeavors now, a lot of different things he has going on, and really just diversifying that portfolio he has. So I'll let you take it from here, man.
Yeah, what's going on? Once again, my name is Aaron Holman. I am the founder of Holman Sports Management Group, which is a sports placement agency for players, basketball players right now, looking to take that next step into their professional careers or continue their professional careers, whether it be here in the United States with the NBA or G League or abroad with FIBA and international play. I'm also the founder of Holman Enterprise LLC, which is a real estate company. Right now we specialize in buying and selling residential properties all over Georgia and from my hometown of Mobley, Missouri as well. So a little bit about me. I'm originally from Mobley, Missouri. Went to the University of Missouri. Graduated a bachelor's degree in sports management. 2012, moved to Atlanta, as Jordan mentioned, to begin with the Hawks in February of 2013. Started inside sales, worked, grinded my way up. Learned all about the business of the NBA. It was a fun time,
You're being humble right now. That man put in work, man. Broke records with the Hawks. I gotta put that out there. But go ahead, bro.
Yeah, so it was a fun time. I built a lot of relationships on the basketball side and on the sales side. And in 2018, I decided to take the leap and start my own sports management agency and my own real estate agency. And I've been working and grinding ever since. And we got 14 guys now.
That's what I was going to ask you. What's your clientele looking like?
Yeah, we got 14 guys now signed to the agency.
Yeah, and so you started it last year, right?
I started last year. So
that's dope. That's dope.
I probably kicked off, my official launch was probably in August of 2018.
Got you.
And that's when I signed my first client, and I've been hitting the road ever since.
Is it all throughout the country? Or is it just okay?
No,
so it's not just Southeast.
Yeah,
okay.
It's all throughout the country. I mean, I got guys from Philly, New Jersey, Ohio. I got a few guys in Georgia. I mean, we spread out all over the place.
Is it based off of the prior relationships you had, or how are you finding these guys? And like, do you have like a whole separate crew that like gets this talent? Like, how you?
No, man, I'm pretty much get it out the mud,
Out the
man.
mud. Yeah.
You know, I travel a lot. I go a lot of different places.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, I was able to have a mentor by the name of Shasta Scott.
Okay.
He's with ASL agency based out of New York.
Got you.
And so he's kind of been mentoring me the whole thing and showing me the ropes ever since I left the Hawks.
That's dope.
And you know, I just been grinding, man. I've been reaching out. Once you put the brand out there, you get a lot of incoming.
Yep.
And then you kind of decipher, you know, who's real. And
you weed those out quick. Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah, you just go from there, man. It's cool. It's been fun.
Dope, man. Dope. So, awesome, bro. So we're going to get into some sports topics. Obviously, we have a lot to discuss. I mean, with the draft lottery coming up, or that happened, and then the draft coming up next month, as well as the finals. So we're going to get into the lottery first, man, that happened this past Tuesday. So this is the first time I was looking from the outside in on the lottery because, as you know, being at the Hawks, you at every event, whatever's going on. So for me, it was good just to see it, you know, just like on TV, not having to be at the arena for it. So overall thoughts, man. What's your thoughts on from the general standpoint, and then we can go into the Hawks or whatever team you feeling. But what's your thoughts on the draft?
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely, especially on the basketball topics, everything I say is going to be from a fan standpoint.
Good. Let's keep it at that.
From a fan standpoint. But I mean, shout out to New Orleans, man. With 6% chance of getting the top seed, and they get it, man. Then the ticket sales staff makes it to the ESPN and all that.
Bro, that's crazy, dog. Like, I didn't expect them to jump up. Before New Orleans, the Lakers to jump up 7 spots.
Correct.
Bro, like, and I think this is a conspiracy in me, bro. I personally think the NBA, Adam Silver, and shout out to my boy Aaron Apodaca. He kind of, because we be going back and forth on the text with NBA stuff. So he was like, man, if you look at it, New Orleans fan base, they talked about moving from the Pelicans from New Orleans, like, to get them out the city because they were going to be so bad. And then you have Memphis, another fan base that one more bad season, and I don't know if they can last. So it's interesting that those are the top 2 teams that they weren't even projected in the top 5. Only one team, the New York Knicks, got into the top 5 that was projected. You got Cleveland, Phoenix, us, and Chicago didn't even get in the top 5. So, like, I don't know, man. It's like,
so you're saying
it's rigged.
It's a conspiracy.
It's a conspiracy, bro.
Okay.
The Lakers had an 8% chance, I think, or 9% to get in the top 5, and they get it at number 4. Like, come on, man. So you got the Lakers and the Knicks, the NBA's 2 most like storied franchises, who you're always gonna talk about. You got to get them in the conversation. So you get them 2, then you get the 2 worst, like coming off the worst seasons in their career or in their franchise history, and then you have who was that last team? I forgot who had 5th. Maybe Cleveland or something, but it's just interesting. I think it. I don't think it has to do with like, oh, no more tanking. You know, they try to even it out. I think NBA knows what they're doing with that. So
that's an interesting point, man.
I didn't look at it like that until my boy brought it to me.
That's an interesting point because I didn't look at it like that either. The way I was looking at it was, if the Knicks got the number 1 pick, then I definitely would have been on the conspiracy bandwagon. Come on, bro.
Right.
We all know the Knicks have been horrible for a very, very long time.
The Knicks fans out there have been hurting.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, for sure.
But man, I didn't even think about New Orleans and
Memphis.
Memphis, because I mean, from the New Orleans standpoint, I mean, they've had Anthony Davis. It wasn't like, they haven't had a superstar.
Exactly. That ship has sailed. But they had great years with him.
Yeah. So I don't see what the benefit would be from a New Orleans standpoint.
I feel you. Yeah.
But for Memphis, I definitely agree. I mean, Memphis needed some jolt of like positivity in that franchise because it's been it's I mean, the market is not great.
Right. And then Marcus Gasol left. Mike Conley's on his way out the door. So it's like, they need that push. Who was at that number 5? There's another team in there. Let me see.
I forgot who's number 5.
Real quick, because I know those are the 4. Let me look at them out real quick. But yeah, man, I think, but again, like I said, shout out to New Orleans, man. I mean, that city, personally, man, like you could tell on Zion's face. I don't know if you saw it. That man, he did not look excited. I don't care what nobody said. You can say what you want for the media, Zion, but that boy wanted to go to either New York or I think he was. I mean, honestly, he probably any other team he probably would have been happy with. But like when they interviewed him right after, he was just like, they were like, "Have you ever been there?" He was like, "No." Like he did not look excited. But you know, I think it's gonna be interesting to see how he pans out in that type of atmosphere. You know?
Yeah, I think it's becoming like the day and age of basketball is crazy.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't know if you saw the comments in regards to RJ, in regards to where he's like, I'd rather go to LA.
Right,
I was like, bro, you are a rookie.
Right, you don't tell us where you get to go, bro. Like,
Yeah.
and that has to do with the kids these days, bro. Like the generation. I mean, it's the 2K era where they think it's like, oh, I'm just gonna go to this team. Like, bro, no, like you should be happy that people are talking about you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I feel you, man. It's gonna be interesting, but I got that pick. So the fifth pick. Let's see. Yeah. So Lakers and then Cleveland at the fifth. So
Okay.
you know, but yeah, like I think Zion. I think they get rid of AD because I don't think they're gonna be able to coexist in that same team just because it's gonna be Zion's team.
Yeah.
And AD's already kind of checked out mentally. I think the last game of the season, he wore a T-shirt that said like, I think it said like,
That's
I'm
all,
out.
folks.
Yeah, that's out. Yeah, that's all. So
folks. Yeah.
AD out. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I think it's gonna be Zion's team. I think it's gonna be interesting to see what the Lakers do if they move that number 4 pick to get AD or where that goes. But how do you think is it a lock for him Rookie of the Year? How do you think he's gonna shape out that first year in New Orleans?
I'm anxious to see.
Because there's not a lot around him. I can't even tell you the starting 5 from last year.
No, I can't tell you that either.
You know, so
I mean, I'm the type of guy is like I'm not fully on the Zion bandwagon just yet.
I wasn't at first either, bro.
Yeah.
I wasn't at first either. When he first came into Duke, and I had seen some highlights on him in high school. I was like, oh, he's just athletic. He's gonna bully his way dunk. He has no skill. You know what I mean? He can't get his own jumper, so he's not gonna pan out. But then I was just like, as I was watching him throughout the year and in the tournament, I was like, bro, this is a once in a generation. It's a generational talent, in my opinion.
Okay.
I've been having like back and forth with my uncle and my brother. They're like, nah, bro, like Michael was generational and LeBron, and I'm just like, bro, I don't think we ever seen a player like Zion come out that athletic at his age. Like, he doesn't have the skill that LeBron has, but he still got vision, court vision, but as far as athleticism and built, I don't think you can pass that up. So like, he gonna get 18 just off putbacks, hustle points, and his motor. He don't get it up. At least it didn't look like it in college. He didn't get tired. Like, he would just get easy putback dunks, fast breaks. So you just imagine he'll develop a offensive game off the dribble, but he gonna get majority of his points, just dunks and putbacks.
So you know who you described, right? You described a 6'7" version of Westbrook.
That's a great comparison. Yes, that is a great. I haven't heard that one, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I haven't heard that one. He is definitely. I can see that. Just like at your neck. Every possession.
He's coming at you every possession. It's all athleticism. My whole thing, and this is where I'm at with Westbrook, is like, all right, your athleticism is only going to get you so far.
Yeah.
I think in this playoffs, my Dame Lillard, which is, I'm a huge fan of Dame Lillard.
I love Dame.
He showed him like, hey, like,
you gotta come with more.
You gotta come with more than that. Your athleticism it's not gonna do anything for me.
I agree.
So now I'm anxious to see if Westbrook is gonna get back in the lab and add more things to his game. Because
Westbrook, I think this whole experience he had with Dame, the John back and forth. I hope that it opened his eyes up to be like, all right, I need it. Yeah, I think it will, cause like Russ likes that challenge. Like, people are doubting him, can't shoot. And I think that was one of the first things he said. He was like, all right, y'all don't think I can shoot? I'm going to come back next season. So I don't doubt Russ, but I do agree with you. He going to have to diversify his game because he shot terrible from the field. I think it was a season low from 3. Yeah. It's like, bro, like, and you got, I think that whole OKC thing, man, and I think it goes back to people saying like, bro, like, maybe it was Russ. That's why KD left. A lot of people were saying, Russ can't win without KD. KD's won without Russ. Like, so is it Russ? Like, you know what I mean? Is he gonna go down as one of those players that can never get that chip? But it's one of the best.
KD's won with.
KD's won as we watch these highlights. KD's won with Steph and that whole regime. I still don't respect that. That's a whole nother topic. Like, KD's the best player right now, in my opinion.
Monster.
Offensively, he's the best player in the world, but I can't respect the move he did. But yeah, man, I agree. So Zion, I like that. I like that comparison. A 6'7", but the only thing that worries me with Zion is not even worried. He's just undersized. Like, what? He's not really a 3.
No.
He's not a 4. But like you said, like, he's just so big and strong. He gonna get his buckets. Like, you're not gonna deny him to get to the free throw line, to the rim. So it's like, that's why I tell people, like, we've never seen a player like that, you know.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But yeah, I think so. Rookie of the year, easy, or it depends on obviously injury and health, all that. But
yeah. I think right now it's a one man show.
Yeah, for sure.
But I mean, I think there's some rookies that that's gonna surprise a lot of people.
Exactly. Yeah, no, definitely. And I mean that honestly, we get into that next topic. So the 2019 class, man, what do you think about? I personally, I don't watch a whole lot of college. Honestly, ever since I started working with the Hawks, like I just been professional sports. Like I haven't really been keeping in touch with college, like you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I did, obviously the top guys, the known guys, Ja, Warren, guy from the point guard from UNC. Who else you got? You got some good guys. I don't know if you watch a lot of college, but what's your assessment on this year's draft class?
I think it's a lot deeper than the media puts on. If you're just a casual basketball fan, you think the draft is Zion, Ja, RJ, and we can even throw Cam in there.
Yeah,
Cam,
Reddish,
Cam in there, and then it's everybody else.
Right.
But I think it's a lot deeper than a lot of people expect. And I think there's going to be some players out there who's going to be, they're going to make some rosters, and they're going to be some solid assets to those rosters.
And that's what I love, honestly, about it, bro. Like, I love Summer League. Like, I love watching, like, I'm a fan of the game, so I tune in to Summer League in July. Like, I like seeing those people that, like, they may have went, like, late first round, early second round, but they're on the squad, and they just work, you know what I mean? And they make a name for themselves. So I agree with that. I think it is deep, deeper than what, obviously the media's going to push those top 5 picks, but you got guys even, like, from Texas Tech, Culver. You got the guy from Virginia. So yeah, there's those gems in there. I like Ja, man. I like that mid-major, like, Ja, personally, bro, like, I think Ja's gonna be, outside of Zion, I think he's gonna show out rookie year from day one, because most likely Memphis is gonna draft him. They're probably gonna have to move Conley, and I think he gonna eat his first year, in my opinion, because he just got that dog in him, and he's sneaky athletic, which I didn't know that until I was watching, like, towards the end of the year. I was like, homie got bounced, like. So I like Ja, but
hey, I'm gonna give you a name to pay attention.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I know you probably know some.
There's a name to pay attention to. I'm not biased, but we do share the same last name.
For sure.
No relation.
I got you.
But Aaron Holman,
okay,
out of Mississippi State.
Okay, Mississippi State. Is he? Where is he? Is he projected, like, in the first round, or?
Yeah, I think he gonna be first round. I'll be surprised if he goes second round.
Mississippi State. What does he play?
He is.
Is he a guard or?
No, he's a forward. He's a forward, but he is a walking bucket.
Word. Okay.
Like, he is like. I say he's like a poor man's KD.
Got you.
Like, he is like, he's got size, length,
nice,
skill.
Okay.
I saw him play in the Portsmouth Invitational in Virginia when I was up there last month, and, like, the game is smooth. Like,
Aaron Holman.
Like, you could just tell, like, he was a man amongst boys out there, skills wise. Like,
it's supposed to be okay.
Yeah.
A junior. Yeah, good on there. See, like, that's the thing, like, Mississippi State. You know what I mean? SEC, we think SEC, you think Kentucky. Unless you really, like, making noise, but.
He gonna be a problem, bro.
I'm all right. Yeah, 6'10", 225.
He gets into a situation, he's gonna be up.
And honestly, that's what it comes down to, bro. Like, you getting, like, players like this or any other, like, players that's not on the radar. It's all about the situation you get drafted into.
I ain't gonna lie, I was late to the party too.
Yeah.
I was late to the party.
Okay.
Like, I saw him and I was like, yo, like, is he signed to somebody?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I
yeah,
sent
yeah.
the DMs. I was like, hey, bro, you signed to
right.
Hey, you know, Holman Sports
Let's
Management
make it happen.
Let's make it happen.
Exactly.
But yeah, he's already locked
He's
in.
already locked in.
He's gonna be solid, bro. He's gonna be a solid pro.
Okay, yeah, definitely. I'm gonna stay tuned to that name. Real quick, just to move back up. Do you think AD is gonna stay in New Orleans?
No, he's out of there.
You think he's out there for sure?
I think what's all the GM from the Cavs, David
Griffin.
David Griffin.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Knowing his work, you know, just
Yeah.
from the Cavaliers, like he's gonna make a solid pitch to him.
Got you.
You know, he's gonna guarantee some things and put some people around him.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that, you know, for AD from a player standpoint, and I actually learned this from like Wes Wilcox, like
Yep.
former GM of the Atlanta Hawks.
Mm-hmm.
He's such a brilliant like basketball mind.
Yep.
And he was just breaking it down to like, you know, from a player standpoint, they go through 3 stages of their basketball career.
Mm-hmm.
When they first get in the league, they just want to show out. They want to prove they belong there. They want to
Yep.
get their numbers.
Yep.
The second and third kind of flip flop. The second could be like you want to get your money. You want to get the biggest contract that you can get.
Mm-hmm.
Once you get that, the third is your legacy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You want to
Yep.
leave a mark on the game. You want to win
Right.
championships.
All-star.
You want to win MVPs, All-Stars, all that stuff. So I think
That's
AD is from that. He's in that second to third. Like he's already got paid for
Right.
the most part.
Right.
So now for him, it's just about the legacy.
Yeah, he's come out and said that too. He was like, man, I'm just trying to win. Like, I'm not trying to, like, you know, he got the money. He's never been that money driven to, or at least I don't know the man, but it seems like from what he puts out there, he's not all about the money. So that's a good point though. Yeah, I think he just wants to win championships.
Yeah, so he's trying to get in the best situation.
Yeah.
You know, pair up with some other stars and you know start winning some ships.
Yeah.
And so I don't think there's nothing New Orleans can do right
him
now
safe.
to keep him.
You saw what the owner said the other day. It was like, bro, it was on some, like, to me, when I saw the headline, it was like, I immediately thought of some slave shit. Like, he was like, oh yeah, we're not trading him over my dead body or something. You saw that? I don't know if you seen it. I was just like, bro, like, and it was like, obviously they had like an old, like, white dude that say that the owner of the New Orleans Pelicans, but
Yeah.
I was like, bro, he's gone. Like, come on, man. Like, but just when I saw that headline, I was like, okay, over your dead body, like,
Yeah, like
So-
bro, it's
come on, man.
he's
But
out.
but yeah, man. So we're gonna move on to the Hawks, man. I don't know if you still follow them. I'm sure you do, just from a distance or from afar. But what, you know, how do you think they'll do this draft? You know, obviously we have Travis Slink now. This will be his second draft. So he obviously got us John Collins and Trae Young, Kevin Huerter. No, this is third time. So third draft. So yeah, I trust Travis. I think he knows what he's doing. I think it's gonna be interesting to see if he packages our picks 8 and 10 to move up, or are we gonna just draft solid young guys to complement John and Trae? What do you think the Hawks are gonna do this draft? 2019 or
Well, I definitely still pay attention to the Hawks. You know, I still got some type of loyalty there.
for sure.
So I know Travis, he was there like the last year I was there with the Hawks. And he was gung-ho about, you know, bringing the Golden State formula to the Atlanta organization. And I think for the most part that he's done that for the most part.
Right.
My biggest thing for the Hawks in this draft is just stick to the script.
Yep.
You know, if you have this vision of what the Hawks are going to be, then you know you need to put some pieces around that to fit that vision. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna truly bring Golden State to, you know, the Hawks, and Trae Young is your Steph and Collins is your Draymond, then you need to be looking for a Clay this time around. You know what I'm saying?
Kevin Huerter, that boy can shoot, bro. From Maryland. I don't know if you've seen any of the games this past season, but he started a good amount of games. He got a cannon, bro. He white boy from Maryland. I've never seen him play in college, but we drafted him, I think, at 18.
Yeah.
He can play, bro. And he got better. Like, initially he started slow, but he got his confidence better. They put him in the lineup, and
how tall is he?
he's 6'7", athletic, long. He can play, bro. I like Kevin Huerter, so I think that's our Clay, bro. That's our Clay.
That's about it. 6'7", switchblade. They can do a little bit of everything. I mean, he can shoot. He can defend other players. Player. Yeah. So if you got that, I mean, you just need to keep building around that thing, because only a matter of time before you flip the switch, and you're Golden State of the
Right.
East.
I think it's a good point you said stick to the script, because if you look at it, I look at it like long term. Milwaukee's gonna run the East for at least 3-4 years. You got Philly, they're gonna be in the conversation. Maybe exactly. You never know with them boys, man. They got Ben Simmons got to get a jump shot, but that's another topic. But then who you got? You got missing the team. You got Boston. I think Boston personally. Sorry, Borge. It's on the decline, man. I think it's over for Boston personally, but
Really?
I think it's over, bro. I think Kyrie's definitely gone. That chemistry's not there. You can see it all year. They lost in 5 to the Bucks. It's not there. You got guys like Terry Rozier's talking in the media.
Yeah, Terry's out
He's
there.
gone.
He's out there.
I think Gordon is overpaid. Gordon Hayward. I think that whole chemistry got messed up, man, when they brought, because like you think the year before when Gordon got hurt, they went to the Eastern Conference Finals, I think. Yeah, and that was with Tatum, Jaylen Brown. I think their development got kind of shorted this year.
Because they still in the stage one,
Yeah.
where they trying to make a name for themselves.
Exactly. So you bring a guy like Kyrie and Gordon, who they in that stage probably 2-3.
Yeah.
They trying to we trying to win, so y'all gonna have to take a back seat.
Yep.
Jalen not gonna start. So I personally think that they're gonna be in a rebuilding mode, Boston. So that leads me back. So the Hawks, they got a good shot. I think they can make the playoffs this upcoming year, maybe the 8th spot.
Okay.
And then next 3 to 5 years, we could, like you said, we could see us in that top three conversation in the East. And it all depends on Trey's development, Kevin, and then obviously our draft picks. But I think summer of 2020 is our year we sign a free agent, because we got cap space for two max free agents. So I think next year 2020 we'll be talking about whoever's on that list. I don't know who's on the 2020 list, but
Can we get into that real quick?
yeah.
All right. So from your standpoint, because we've been with the organization and we've been in the city for a while and all that. And summers and major free agencies and all that stuff, and we haven't even got an interview, from a Hawk standpoint, with anybody.
Yeah.
So why do you think that 2020 is going to be the year that some major free agent comes to Atlanta?
Yeah, I just think Trey's gonna take that next leap. John Collins, personally, I think he should have been in that most improved player conversation. So he's only getting better. I think he basically averaged 20 and 10 this year. So he's only gonna get better. He might creep into that All-Star conversation this upcoming year. So his development combined with Trey, that chemistry, man. Like, I watched them boys all year. Like, they got that chemistry that they got is. I think players are gonna want to play with that. You want to play with a guy that is pass first, and Trey average. He was in like the top 5. I'm talking about not even rookie, but all assists for NBA players. So you got that, Kevin, and then building our young guys up, and then you got a coach. It all starts with really all starts with the GM, but ownership, we got Grant. He's the face kind of. Obviously, you got Tony Wrestler, but then GM, you got Travis, and then Lloyd Pierce. He's respected around the league. So I think those factors all coincide to attracting free agents, man. Got new facilities. Look, I sound like a sales guy right now.
Hey, bro. Where did I get my membership at, bro? Where do I sign up? You got me.
Hey, man, that was literally our pitch. So, man, I think those factors, though, for real. People come to Atlanta. Atlanta's a dope city to be around in the summertime, and we got one of the best practice courts or facilities in the NBA. So. But on the player side, I think our development is going to come, and it's just going to continue to get better year by year.
Yeah.
So that's why I say next year, bro. And honestly, bro, and looking at the list, because I had to pull up the 2020 free agents. All these ads, bro. All right. Anthony Davis, Draymond, Andre Drummond, DeMar, Kristaps, he ain't going nowhere. Mike Conley. So, I mean, it's not a whole bunch of Gordon Hayward, Gallinari. I'm not saying we're going to get like a LeBron or somebody crazy, but we can get a good, solid piece that could take us to the next level. So
I agree with you, everything you said, but I think you are forgetting one very, very crucial aspect of recruiting.
Talk to me.
Our fans.
That's a great point, bro. I was going to say players up, but okay.
I don't think that from your average basketball person going to games, I don't think they understand how valuable and important they are in regards to a recruiting standpoint. So let's just say, for example, last year's biggest free agent was let's just take Paul George.
Yeah.
Paul George, right? Paul George could have went to LA. He could have went to any team that he wanted, but the two teams was like LA and somebody else. He chose to stay in OKC.
It's crazy.
Now, from your average fan, it's like, bro, you're gonna pass up the sun, the beach, celebrities, all that stuff.
He's from LA.
From LA, your hometown, you're gonna pass all that stuff up to be in Oklahoma City in the middle of nowhere. But ever since the Oklahoma City franchise got to Oklahoma, their fan base is out of this world.
Yeah,
like,
they got the best fan base.
No matter who they bring in, their fan base is meeting you at the airport. As soon as you get off the plane,
yeah, I saw that.
You know what I'm saying? They
yeah.
greeting you at the airport. They at the games early, and you know, I mean, you hooped, you know, growing up, so you can only imagine when you walk into a arena, whether it's your home arena or the away arena, and the crowd's already there and they already in, so you're like, oh shit, lit, like let's go.
Yeah, I feel you.
We can't be showing up at like halftime, the third quarter.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. When I be watching the games, and it would be like an ESPN game or something, or even Fox Sports South, bro. When they do the jump off, it'd be empty. Like, and it could be like a solid team. It could be like against the against the Celtics. And it's not even packed. Like, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So,
the Atlanta fan base is kind of like
I feel that though.
Your mom telling you, boy, clean up the house. We got company coming over. That's the Atlanta fan base.
Facts.
Like, we only show up for Golden State.
Yeah, LA.
Whoever LeBron's on, you know.
Yep.
And we there early for that, but like you know, the Knicks, we got a lot of New York people there, so they get some type of crowds.
Yeah.
Boston, we got some transplant from Boston. Chicago. But other than that, bro, we ain't showing up. We ain't showing up till about halftime, third quarter, bro.
That's because it's all about, that's just Atlanta. I feel that though, because as a player, you definitely want to be somewhere where a fan base is behind you.
Yes.
Because when you go through them tough times and you ain't gonna feel good, you ain't gonna want to be there if the fans ain't behind you. So that's a great point. So
players are looking in the warm ups, they looking like, oh.
Hey, but at the end of the day, bro, money talks.
Yeah.
If you offer somebody a mass contract, they like, I gotta look out for my family, like, you know.
Yeah.
So, it definitely goes both ways for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. Real quick, man. Last couple topics. Give me your finals matchup prediction. I want who's coming out the East, who's coming out the West, who wins the whole thing.
Okay.
I'll give you mine first, bro. I think. I hate Golden State personally. I just want to see somebody different, and I'm really disappointed in the Rockets because I had the Rockets. If you go back and listen to episodes 1 and 2, I had Rockets and Philly.
Yeah.
They both let me down. Philly, I can give a little. You know, the Kawhi jumper. Hey, you shake his hand and hey, good luck in the next round.
Yeah.
The Rockets I'm done with the Rockets. Like, bro, KD went down and you can't even force a game 7. Like, so personally right now, I got Golden State, Milwaukee, and the comeback story is crazy. Coach Bud leaves the Hawks, gets Coach of the Year, Giannis MVP, Eastern Conference champs, NBA champs. So I got the Milwaukee Bucks winning the 2019 NBA Finals.
Ooh.
What you got, bro?
Okay, so I definitely agree with you in regards to the finals matchup. I think it's going to be Golden State and Milwaukee. I'm not going to jump out the window and say Milwaukee is going to win it all.
Yeah.
It definitely depends on KD and his injury and if he's 100% and so on. But I think the X factor of that series is going to be Brook Lopez.
Brook Lopez, yes.
Brook Lopez.
Yes, I agree. Because that game 1, was it game 1? Yeah, game 1 of this current series in Toronto. Boy went off. Yeah. Toronto had that game. And personally, I think I'm not going to count them out, but I think they lost the series when they lost that game. Because they had all the momentum. They were going to steal game 1. Brook Lopez just took over, man. I was like, yo, this dude, I forgot he could shoot threes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's going to create a problem in that regard.
Yeah, that's a great point.
He's going to bring Looney out. He's going to bring Bogut out. You know what I'm saying? Which is going to leave the lane wide open for Giannis. I'm about to say, who's going to check a one-on-one? That's what I'm saying. I
agree, bro.
It's going to be tough, bro.
Hey, the champions, bro. You can't. So you got.
I got Golden State winning out, man. They 3-peat.
How many games?
don't want to disrespect Giannis.
And keep in mind, they beat Golden. I know it's the regular season.
Yeah.
They beat Golden State in Golden State regular season. So, you know,
I'm gonna say Golden State in 6.
Golden State in 6.
Yep.
It's gonna be interesting, man. I definitely want to get past this. I love what Portland did. I think they're gonna take that next step next year. But I'm looking forward to this matchup, man. I want to see what Giannis does, and I think Milwaukee just overall they got a lot of they got a lot of weapons. You got Ilyasova that was with the Hawks. He went off last night. You got Middleton, Brogdon's back. Shout out to Northside, from Gwinnett. Who else you got? You got Bledsoe. You got I know I'm missing somebody. Yeah, of course Giannis, but you got so many weapons off the bench too. Connaughton.
Yeah.
So it's just I can't wait for that matchup. If that's how it shapes out. But
they're the team of the future. Like after this Golden State run is over.
Yep.
They're the team of the future, man. They're all long, athletic. They got a variety of skill sets. Like, gonna be something that the teams after them is gonna mimic.
I agree.
Or try to mimic.
Yeah, and it'll be dope to see Bud get one. Real quick too. So MVP, Rookie of the Year, Most Improved Player. So we got the NBA awards coming up next month. Got Defensive Player, 6 Man of the Year. So I'll give you mine real quick. I had Harden, but I'm gonna go with Giannis just because his team doing a lot better, and he actually does it from both sides of the floor.
And playoffs count. I don't care what nobody says.
Yeah,
playoffs count.
They do, bruh. They do. I'm sorry, but so I got Giannis, Rookie of the Year, co-Rookie of the Year, Trey and Luka. Give my boy Trey some love, bro. I remember in October when all the ESPN analysts said Trey had a 0% chance. There's actually a image out there, and Trey actually, I think he put it out on Twitter, and he's like, "Wow, they said I had a 0% chance to win it." And like Luka had like a 15% chance or something. Yeah. So the season that Trey had, he averaged 25 and 8 post All-Star. Like, and people can say, "Oh, well, teams weren't playing their hardest." Like, bro, I get mad when people come to Trey, bro. So I got co-MVP. Luka's gonna be definitely a stud for years to come. So I don't want to disrespect Luka. I think he's great. He definitely exceeded my expectations. I thought he was gonna be slow, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Because I don't like taking my chances on Euro players because, there's just not a great track record. You got Dirk and Ginobili. I can't think of a whole. Porzingis, jury's still out on Porzingis. Yeah. So, but yeah, I like Luka a lot, man. I think he got that dog in him, and he's so young. So I think he has a lot more development to come. So, co-MVP there, Siakam, Most Improved Player.
I agree.
Defensive Player. That's always tricky. And the nominees came out last night. I can't remember. I think they had Gobert, Giannis was in that, and Paul George. Those are the 3 nominees. So out of those 3, I'm gonna go Gobert. Just because he cried because he didn't get an All-Star. No disrespect, because but I do think he's a hell of a defensive player. So I'm gonna go Gobert with that, and then come on, man, he got his own song named after him, man. Lou Will, Northside, South Gwinnett. Yeah. Lou Will's come on, man. He's leading NBA. He's leading points in NBA history off the bench.
Underground GOAT.
Underground GOAT, man. Lou Will's that dude, bro. So I got Lou Will 6 Man.
All right, so let's see. I got Giannis as an MVP. I just feel like it's his year, from start to finish.
Yeah, that too.
He's been doing this thing, man. He's led Milwaukee to the best record in the league. I just think it's his year to win it. Rookie of the Year, man. I want to agree with you and say it's going to be Cole, but I just know how the NBA does. I don't think, there's only been a handful of Cole anything.
The last one was Grant Hill and Jason Kidd.
Yeah, so I don't see that happening. I think they're going to give it to my boy with Dallas, Luka. But like I said, Trey deserves it. Trey deserves it. Right when Luka cooled off, Trey picked up his leg and had the city on fire. There was a buzz in the city, and he was winning games.
Game winners.
Yeah, the numbers was there, the wins was there. It should be Cole. Yeah, but I don't think it's gonna be Cole. Most Improved, we agreed on a Siakam. Yep. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Defensive Player of the Year, I'm gonna give it to Giannis. I think Giannis gonna run the table. I think he gonna get MVP
Giannis a dog.
and Defensive Player of the Year.
I got you.
And then 6 man, come on, man. That's no money. That's an underground goal.
Ain't no other nominees. Like, come on.
Willville, Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm shouting it out for you, man.
Word. All right, cool. Well, yeah, man, that's all the NBA topics, man. We're going to get into music in a second, take a quick break, and we'll go from there. Y'all stay tuned. Yo, what up, everybody? Back here on episode 5 of the Cultural Hoops podcast. About to get into some music topics. It's been an interesting year so far. Really a slow year, in my opinion, when it comes to, I follow music pretty heavily. Obviously, I'm a sports guy, but I definitely love hip-hop, R&B, so I'm pretty in tune with what's going on for the most part of artists, at least I listen to, as far as hip-hop and R&B. So we were just talking off air. Favorite albums of the year so far, man. How do you think 2019 is shaping out? I know it's been kind of slow personally. I mean, just looking at my phone, I mean, you got, artists like, of course, DJ Khaled just dropped yesterday, Schoolboy Q. I like Anderson .Paak more on the R&B side. But what do you think about the year so far and favorite albums that you're listening to at least?
I don't know. It's been slow from a rap standpoint compared to last year. I mean, like this time last year, you had Victory Lap was already out.
Yeah, classic.
You had Push's album. I believe his album was already
classic.
out at this point. So you had some, people trying to make a statement early.
Yeah, they're coming for that crown.
Yeah,
right?
In
February.
Yeah, especially for album of the year. I don't think that's been the case this year. So I can't think of one off the top of my head that's just like, this might be the album of the year.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I think, and it kind of let me down. I was expecting Schoolboy to. I'm a big TDE guy.
Yeah,
I like pretty much all their roster. So like when he dropped, I like Crash Talk personally. Like it's cool, but it just wasn't what I was expecting from Schoolboy. You could tell he took a different sound. It's still a solid project, but I thought that was gonna be that. This is that album of the year right now. Like, what's up for first quarter, second quarter? Like, this Crash Talk, but it just didn't. I still bump it in the whip. Yeah. Don't get it twisted, but I don't have that in my album of the year just yet.
No, I don't think Schoolboy is trying to take that approach. Like,
yeah,
I don't think he's ready for that. To throw his name in that
Kendrick. Yeah,
like I think this album Crash Talk was like specifically for like his fan base.
Yeah, I agree.
Like people who've been down with him day one, and who like he brings a certain type of energy to these type of albums, and he want to connect with that audience,
because he got a tour. So like if you listen to a lot of these songs, like on his album, like you could, he gonna definitely perform them, and it's gonna get the crowd hyped and all that festival. So you could say, he went from a different approach where like with Blank Face, his last one was more like introspective. You know what I mean? He got a lot of deep stuff on there. So I agree with that. And then another one I'm gonna throw out there, rapper go to the league, 2 Chainz.
Yeah.
Like that, honestly, like right now, like that might be so far. We're about to be 6 months in the year. That might be my album of the year personally right now. Just because I like the message behind it. I just like 2 Chainz in general. As an artist, a businessman, I think he's very witty. I think he's underrated as a lyricist. So I think on just looking at the track list, like he got some, just from top to bottom, some good stuff on here. So, but even then though, like I'm just like I was looking for more like from different artists. You know what I mean? To come out. But I think so far I would have to go with 2 Chainz. I still play his jump. Honestly, like I'm bumping Nipsey, honestly, bro. Like I went back in his catalog because I had to go back and do my research. So like when he passed, rest in peace, still crazy to me. But it was so crazy, bro. We were actually filming. I was filming recording the 3rd episode. Got the notification. It was on a Sunday, and I was just like, I ain't believe it at first, bro. It was wild, man. So like I went and did my research. Downloaded his like Slauson Boy 2, The Marathon, Crenshaw, so Mailbox Money. So I've really been bumping Nissy this year more than anything. I'm gonna keep it frank, not even just Victory Lap. Because that was the album that put him to like mainstream. Got the Grammy nod, but really his other projects is what I've been bumping. So
that Nipsey hurt on so many levels for me, bro. Like last year when I took the leap to be an entrepreneur and start my own thing. Like Victory Lap was like the theme for that. Like I literally listened to Victory Lap every single day.
Yeah.
So it's like when that happened and the way it happened, like to this day, I haven't seen. I refuse to watch the video.
Yeah, oh, like the actual scene and all that.
No,
Yeah,
I haven't seen it.
I feel you.
I haven't seen the funeral.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I watched the Khaled joint Higher.
yeah, that's
I watched
a dope
it one
track.
time
Mm-hmm.
and I couldn't watch it.
Yeah, I feel you, man. It definitely, I think at least for me too, I wasn't the biggest like Nipsey fan. I got on late. Like I saw his interviews. I loved his message, but his music, I didn't get on till late. And like, man, like it even affected, bro. It affected so many people like across the world. Where it reminded me, I wasn't alive, or I was alive, but I wasn't like listening to rap when Pac died or Biggie.
Yeah.
But like that same impact, I think, if not more, just because of like the generation, like our generation, kind of like looked up to him and like his mindset, his message. So yeah, it's tough, man. I think his legacy is gonna live on forever. So like, you know, but yeah, it's still surreal. Like I still,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
He was on his way of being the Jay-Z of the generation.
Facts.
Like
Yeah.
I'm probably the biggest Jay-Z fan
Yeah.
in the world. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it takes
For
me a
sure.
lot to say
To
that,
say
but
that.
Nipsey was approaching that space.
And Jay respecting him, and Jay don't extend his hand out to a lot of folks.
You don't co-sign.
You know what I mean? He don't co-sign a lot of folks. So like I know you probably saw the B-sides, like, you know, freestyle he did and mentioned Nip. So like, you know, it's crazy, man. But yeah, I feel you. So I'm looking forward to this year though, man. Like I'm hoping we get a Kendrick album. You never know what Top Dog and them are up to. Other albums, I want to see what Cole does with his
Can't wait for that.
Yeah, Revenge of the Dreamers, that whole compilation, and then if we get a Cole solo project, would be dope. But yeah, I'm looking forward to. I love Dreamville, bro. I like Jid, his new artist he got. I got like Boz and like I like that whole camp, bro. That's really my vibe, bro. Cause like obviously I like to turn on music sometimes, but like majority of the time, like Monday through Thursday, maybe I'm listening to some like shit that can get me through the week.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a good balance for me. So I'm looking forward to those. Who you got, man? Any artists? And of course, you never know with Jay, bro. He about to be 50, bro. he's still relevant, bro. Jay laid the blueprint of how to, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, man.
So Jay could drop something. You never know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man, because I listen to the same type of music, consistently.
Mhm.
Like I listen to anything once or twice,
Mm-hmm.
but like consistently, I listen to like Jay, I listen to Jeezy, I listen to
Jeezy, yeah.
I'm about to say, Jeezy's supposed to come out with the 104.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that one.
Yeah.
Um,
Davies. He's supposed to be dropping Survival.
I mess with Davies.
Yeah.
I mess with Davies. Davies is slept on.
Yeah, he is, man. He
Davies
very
is
slept on. He's been taking his time with his like official debut. He's dropped like on his Apple Music. He got a good catalog, but his official debut, he's been taking his time. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. So I'm kind of like you, bro. Like I go back and listen to classic albums. Like I still listen to the Blueprint. Like
Word.
The Blueprint.
Oh yeah.
American Gangster.
That's one. That's honestly one of my favorite Jay-Z albums.
Thug Motivation 101.
Yeah.
Trap music.
Got you.
So if you catch me in traffic, I'm probably listening to something like that.
I say what wants in the Holman whip, man. Okay.
Yeah,
So you got an idea.
Yeah.
I think I'm just looking through my iTunes, man. Like I know Ye's supposed to be dropping something.
Yeah, he better drop something.
Right. It's supposed to be calling it is it Yandi?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be dropping Yandi. So I'm always push play on Ye just because he a legend. So like I'm never gonna like, and he could say Ye just like bro like Ye drop college dropout, bro. Like I'm always going. All right, let me see what Ye got because his last album last year, Ye. I was just like, I'll give him. If to me it was forgotten, so like, I wasn't really too high on it, but I'll definitely listen to it. Oh, another one, bro, who I really mess with, who I think is underrated, Rick Ross, Port of Miami 2.
Yeah,
supposed to be dropping that this year. I love Ross, bro. Ross give me that kind of that same feeling that Nipsey does. When he's over the right beat and like just his flow, his voice pause, like. It's just like, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's just that
10 years in and never nobody favorite. That's what he said.
He said that on
What's Free.
Yeah, what's free? Yeah, it's crazy because like Ross got classics.
Yeah, he got
Like
classic
Mastermind, God Forgives I Don't, Port of Miami One, like so like, but it's crazy. Like you say, it's not in that like Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick, Wale in there. So
You don't even think about it when you mention
you don't even think about it.
your favorite artist, and then like somebody will mention like, yeah,
Ross, yeah. And it's crazy, but he's such a legend. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to his work this year. And honestly, I think, at least for me, I mean, there's obviously there's so many artists. There's the music game now is you really got to find who you like because there's so many people. You know what I mean? And obviously you're missing people, but like Wale, you got
What do you think about the music business, man? Like, you think it's too much at once?
I think it's saturated.
Okay,
I do think it's saturated. I think there's too many of the same artists, and I think the cause of that is the internet. The internet it's a gift and a curse because everybody thinks they can rap. They're trying to make money out. They see the entertainment world and like, oh, I can make money out of this. I don't even have to get a degree or like do anything else. When in reality, there's so much behind the scenes that you could do. Everybody don't have to be the guy. You know what I mean? You got mix mastering, you got engineering. You know what I mean?
That's the main reason I do what I do and try to spread that message, man. Like, everybody wants to be the hooper. You know what I'm saying? Yep. There's only a small percentage that hoop on a professional level. You know what I'm saying? So
it's so hard to get in.
So hard to get in.
So hard.
So if you still got that passion for the game and can't play it, what do? You know what I'm saying? Like, how can you monetize that passion?
That passion, yep, so exactly.
That's where I was at with it. Like, if I love the game and I want to be a part of the game, and I can't hoop, you know what I'm saying?
You can still be a part of it.
I can still be a part of it. I can be the agent. I can do it on the business side and help these guys transition through that. So that's kind of the main reason I want to do it. But like, everybody wants to be the star nowadays, man. Everybody can't. And
that gets into the new generation of like rappers. Like, it's like I went to Rolling Loud last week in Miami. It was crazy. But like, I just realized like going to Rolling Loud made me realize like, bro, like this ain't my I don't know how to say it. Like, this is not why I had a great time. Like Rolling Loud, you know, you definitely got your artists, but like Sunday we saw back to back Lil Pump, Playboy Cardi, not Cardi B, Playboy Cardi, and somebody else that sounds the same, bro. I don't know none of these songs.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I know maybe one or two Cardi songs, Playboy Cardi.
Yeah.
But like, bro, like it sounded the same. And I'm looking at the big screen, I'm just like, bro, and like the kids, like they jumping, like they love it.
Yeah.
They jumping in the crowd, all that junk. I'm just like, bro, this is not hip hop.
No, this ain't it, man.
This is not it. But to the like 18 to 21 year old or even younger probably, like they love it. And I'm just like, bro, this ain't it, bro. So like, you know, I don't know, man. I was just looking at it like I was just waiting. When Wills was supposed to come on in Currency, so I was just waiting, you know, bypassing time. But yeah, man. So that made me realize, like, bro, they all sound the same, and it's saturated. So that's my thoughts on the game right now. I think, but at the same time, I think it's very well diversified because you can go to your Big Crit, you can go to Rick Ross. You got different people, Nipsey, and then you can go mainstream with Drake and Kanye. So like, for me, I just like listen to what I listen to, and that's all I need. I ain't finna be on everybody like that.
My daughter keeps me in the loop of
oh, word?
That's
like, crazy. And she 9, right?
Yes.
Bruh. I was not listening.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I can feel myself getting to that transition, and I'm only in my early 30s. I'm 32.
Yeah.
So it's like I can feel myself getting to that transition to where my parents were when I was coming up. Yeah. It's just like, bro, I tell my daughter all the time, like, what are you listening to?
What does she like? What's her?
This is trash.
Her go-to song. Obviously, Old Town Road probably like all the kids.
Old Town Road. I forgot who dude who sings a song, but it's like nameless. It's like, I don't know her whole name, and I gave her nickname.
Oh, I heard that song. I've heard that song. I don't know who the artist is.
Man, loves that song.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Anything that's catchy, bro, kids are gonna like
love
flock to it, be on YouTube, whatever.
Love it.
Yeah, so
you
like
you dance to it, don't hit them folks and the wolves and
Yeah.
all that. yeah, she's with all that.
I feel you.
Shout out Leah, what's up?
Yeah, man. Nah, man, it's interesting, bro. I just don't. I stick to what I know. But I forgot. There was something else I was gonna hit on that. But nah. So like, I know you listened to Crash Talk. We talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
So let's really get into, man, your top 5 of all time. I know you mentioned Jay-Z. I already knew coming in you was a Jay fan. So give me your top 5 of all time alive right now.
Top 5 all time alive. Obviously Jay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw Nas in there.
I love when they perform together in the B-sides.
Yeah.
That was dope.
All right, so I'm gonna do my top 5 just off of impact. For
Yeah,
me, for
gotcha.
me.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
So Jay, Nas, T.I. Jeezy. Jeezy had some impact for me,
Yeah,
especially
for sure.
growing up.
For sure.
And then my final one. Yay.
Yeah.
Do I throw Kanye?
Is that 5? Yeah, it's 5.
That's 5.
Yeah,
man.
you gotta throw Ye in there, man.
Yes,
You got too many just like moments. I
Yeah.
feel you, an impact, like you said.
Yeah. So that's my top 5 alive.
I think for me, man, I mean, I'm 26, so that 6-year difference is a little, you know what I mean? Like you grew up on Jay and Nas. I went back and listened to Jay and Nas kind of. Me, it's I would say for me and my impact. I like Kendrick at 1. I'm gonna go Drake 2. No, scratch that. Kendrick, Cole, Drake. It's just, it's on my impact. And then I'm gonna go curveball because he had an impact on my life, bro. Wiz Khalifa.
Okay.
Damn, bro. It's so hard, bro, because like I rock with Kid Cudi too.
Yeah.
But like I'm gonna put in that's 4, right? Wiz. I'm gonna go Wayne. And that's not order. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna put Wayne at 4 and then my boy Wiz at 5.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
You know
Got
what?
to throw Wayne in
I'm
there,
gonna have to
bro.
take Kanye off my.
Yeah, I'm about to
have
say.
take Kanye off my.
Put Wayne at 5.
Wayne and mixtape Wayne, like Wayne was so.
Yeah, the drought.
Man.
Man, he got too many like just. Yeah,
He
that
his
era,
run, bro.
yeah,
His run was phenomenal, dog.
Yeah.
So yeah, I gotta take Wayne, but like
Okay.
for me, I put Drake and them in a whole different
Separate
category. Like
Yeah,
for
I
me,
feel
like
you.
if I had to do a Mount Rushmore of guys today,
Like New Age, yeah.
it would be Drake, Cole, Kendrick, and Meek.
Meek, yes.
Meek
Yeah.
is
For
like.
sure.
Like I
For
said,
sure.
man, my upbringing was a little
Yeah.
bit different, so like the stuff that Meek talks about, like it's influential
Yeah.
to the stuff I saw growing
I
up.
respect it.
So Meek
Okay.
Meek is
So that's like the new age, quote
That's-
unquote,
yeah.
like 2010 to now, I guess. Because
Yes.
really, all of them came out. We were approaching a decade. Like 2010 was like all these artists we talking about like came out around that time or really ascended.
Yep.
That time you had Dream Chasers came out, that whole mixtape run and everything. So, okay, yeah, I like that. Dead or Alive, top 5 all time. I mean, what you got there? We'll hit on that as the last topic. Top 5 all time. It don't gotta be in order, but
well, I mean, it really doesn't change for those who are alive.
yeah,
But if I had to add, I'm
Yeah.
gonna add. Obviously, I'm gonna add Biggie.
yep,
I'm gonna add Pac. I'm gonna add Nip. I can't
yeah,
believe
for sure.
I can't believe I gotta say that right now, but I'm gonna add Nipsey.
Yeah,
And yeah, that'd be probably the only 3 that I add.
yeah. I would add those 3. I feel like I missed somebody, but yeah, I mean, those are the ones that definitely you still hear about now, like to this day. So, that are passed and moved on. But yeah, I'm gonna throw in just like to get back on like a live, like for me personally, like Cudi was like my senior year of high school, like when that mixtape came out, Man on the Moon, like all that stuff, like I rock with Cudi. You know what I mean? It's different. It's not like your traditional, but Cudi be snapping.
Yeah.
Go listen to Higher off of that first project, Man on the Moon. He be snapping. So I love Cudi stuff, and then I'm looking forward to what Kendrick and Drake and then continue to do to hopefully last as long as Jay. Cause like that man Jay, bro, best verse of the year last year.
Yeah.
First of the year, bro. What's free?
What's free? Hands down.
Man, come on, man. Like
hands down.
Jay the GOAT, man. I don't care.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean,
like, bro, like that verse is crazy.
Yeah.
I broke that verse down like when it came out. I was like, hold up, man. I need to listen to this like a good 10 times to really figure out what the hell he's saying.
Yeah.
So, all right, man. Cool.
Hey, if you go to Tidal, they
Yeah.
do Jay-Z verses.
Mm-hmm.
They got a whole playlist.
They got a whole. I
Man,
bet.
they got that. What's free? I still like. That's one of my favorite playlists on there.
On there.
And then they got the Drug Dealers Anonymous verse.
Oh yeah, Pushes. First of all, that beat is crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, his some of the cars been autonomous. Yeah, he went on what's that white woman's name?
Tommy Lloyd.
Yeah, Tommy Lauren. Yeah, that's one of my favorite like new Jay verses. That came out a couple years ago.
We've been hula hooping through loopholes, working around shift. Like, come on, man. And then Seen It All. Seen It All with Jeezy.
Bruh.
Man.
Bruh.
That's my top 3.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
As far as features.
Yeah, Seen It All, bro.
Yes.
Seen
Go
It
listen
All.
to Seen It All, Young Jeezy featuring Jay. I love that song. That album too. Seen It All, the album was one of my favorite Jeezy albums. I love that. I love that album. So I'm looking forward to what Jeezy drops this year. But yeah, man. So that's it on the music topics, man. Again, appreciate you guys listening, staying in tune to what we have going on, and appreciate my guy Aaron Holman coming through the show.
You already know, bro.
Good look.
You already know.
And yeah, man. As I mentioned earlier, we're gonna get this up on all platforms as far as the audio, and then first episode being visual. Definitely gonna get that up on YouTube so you guys can check it out. Again, subscribe to the channel. The Cultural Hoops podcast is in Apple Podcasts right now, so check out all the episodes we have, and stay tuned for this episode to be dropping very soon. And follow me on all social channels, lowkeyjg. And yeah, man. Aaron, close it out. Give me your social tags.
Yeah, follow the YouTube page, Holman Sports Management Group on YouTube, and follow the Instagram, Holman Sports MGMT. You'll get to see all our clients, all the updates there. And I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, bro.
Podcast.
Love what you're doing, bro. For real. Yeah.
And I'd love to come back, man.
For sure.
I'm definitely following what you do, and
Likewise, bro.
yeah, man, it's fun. I appreciate it.
All right, bro. All right, y'all. We out till next time.